a sensational discovery in a remote cave within the heart of Libya this year unearthed a hidden treasure, the ancient Ivandros scroll. Remarkably, this enigmatic artifact has offered a fresh glimpse into the mystical world of the Dionysian mysteries and the profound experiences of Callias, as penned in a letter to his uncle, Pseudo-Hesiod. The most recently translated section of the scroll contains an intriguing letter from Callias, replying to his uncle, brimming with profound insights and spiritual revelations. It delves into his personal experiences of the Dionysian trance dance, where he has danced and fasted and felt himself to be in the sacred company of Terpsichore, the muse of dancing. Callias' letter also contains a poignant poem, the mystic Revel fades, which encapsulates the essence of his trance experiences, his fleeting connection with Terpsichore, and his longing for the next ecstatic rendezvous. Callias describes the union of fasting, dance, and the ecstatic trance, and his emotions upon returning to the mortal world, promising to revel in the sacred dance more soon. As a culmination, the poem concludes with a heartfelt farewell to Terpsichore, encapsulating the ethereal beauty of the dance and a deep yearning for its return. The Ivandros scroll, already celebrated for its historical and mythological significance, takes on new importance as this section reveals the profoundly personal and spiritual dimension of the Dionysian mysteries, leaving scholars and enthusiasts eager to explore its mystical revelations further. The letter and poem of Callias. My dearest Uncle Pseudo-Hesiod, I hope this letter finds you in the best of health and high spirits. I want to extend my deepest gratitude for the recent letters you've shared. Your revelations about the Pelasgian stories, the sacred Dionysian traditions, and the celestial connection with the stars have been a delight, and I have hungrily absorbed their wisdom. You have so vividly described the early time when animals spoke and walked like humans while the first people bore animal-like features. I was moved by the narrative of the transgression that led these people-like animals to fully transform into animals, while the half-goat satyr people and the half-horse Cylon people, not having committed the same crime, were spared from this transformation but lost their animal attributes. And how they, or rather we, attained a sacred trance dance is truly captivating. This timeless dance connects us to the ancient spirits, bridging the gap between the early race and the current age. Your astronomical insights into the Dionysian procession, the placement of celestial figures in the stars, and the deep symbolism of this I found particularly enlightening. You described the Dionysian procession, where Dionysos and Ariadne ride in a chariot drawn by lions with their retinue of followers behind them, and how this was placed in the stars. The lions pulling the chariot are Leo, you revealed, Dionysos' bow tilde pilcarotes, Ariadne sits beneath her crown, which is the corona borealis, the serpent-bearing man is Ophiuchus, behind which is Silneus who is Sagittarius, behind which is Egipan who is Capricorn, behind which is the bearer of the great mixing jar, who is Aquarius. Your letter also noted that here Ariadne represents the initiate, and the ascension into the timeless, fixed constellations represents how the state of consciousness of the initiate in the Dionysian trance dance rises out of the normal mundane perception of time. It's fascinating to consider the transcendence of ordinary time during the Dionysian trance dance, connecting initiates to the primal time before time, an exquisite revelation. I heeded your counsel with great enthusiasm and seized the opportunity to partake in the Dionysian trance dance. My experiences have been nothing short of transformational, fasting for a day and night, then dancing in the first light of dawn. I felt the ancient spirit of the Dionysian Thyasos envelop me. It is as though Terpsichore, the muse of dance herself, guided me into her sacred realm. The challenge for me now, upon concluding these dances, lies in finding a gentle return to the mundane world, without yearning too longingly for the continued sweet embrace of the trance, the realm beyond time. With your wisdom as my guide, I composed a poem that attempts to capture the essence of my newfound experiences. I've enclosed it within this letter below. I look forward to hearing your thoughts and hope to discuss it further when we meet. The mystic revel fades. But farewell sweet Terpsichore, our twilight hour has passed, and I must end my dancing now, and end my fast. For matters of the day now call me, back across the sea, but I will not forget the hour I danced with thee. For one full day we kept the fast, with fragrant herbal tea, thin soup of vegetables with spice, fresh greenery. Well slept, we woke and rose in bright, anticipating mood, and then the rich, dark roasted bean, in water brewed. And so in pure and foodless joy, we joined the Manads' dance. From out the eastern heaven came, ecstatic trance, as rose dawn flushed the marbles, of the threefold goddess grace, giving, getting, giving back, in one embrace. We wove our steps around them, on the flowery dancing floor, giving back by sending out, our grateful awe. So farewell fields Elysian, how lightly we did tread, in circles round the dance ground, of the happy dead. While fed on beauty only, how we circled hand in hand. But I am called by business, in the mortal's land. So farewell sweet terpsichore, until some other day, for I must loose my grip now, pull my hand away. The echoes of the revel fade, to soft and softer strain, though I must sail away, I will come back again. So farewell fair Persephone, it won't be long to wait, until I walk the sacred way, and pass the gate, where opens up the holy view, as mental curtains part, and deep soul-shocking beauty, floods into the heart. The time between is short, before this very week is past, I once again will burn away dull sloth with fast. And then, well rested, rise and drave, dream healed, in twilight's space, by thy sweet lyre entranced, terpsichore, in grace. So farewell sweet terpsichore, I can no longer stall, for yonder stands the ferryman, I hear him call. This dawn dance is a treasure, that'll I cherish with the rest, but I must leave the islands, of the hazy west. So farewell to the meadows, where our steps the wild time pressed, and farewell to the grasses, which our shins caressed. And farewell to those shorelines, kissed by zephyr from the west, for I must leave these islands now, where dwell the blessed. So farewell sweet terpsichore, our twilight hour has passed, and I must end my dancing now, and end my fast. Matters of the day now call me, back across the sea, but I will not forget the hour, I danced with thee.